All right. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the Business Line Podcast. Brian here with the regular crew. Matt from Pivot Studios. Manoj coming from our India office with Panacea. And Manish Singh as well is here with us today. Everybody kind of took vacation from me yesterday except Manoj. Oh, my son's back. Declan's here. He's the ghost man in the chair. You can't hear, see, or even be aware of him, but I assure you he's here. And he's wearing mucklucks today, so he's very comfortable. But glad everybody's back with us today. Looking forward to talking about some exciting things that are happening in the business today, as well as weird things going on in the world and funky AI stuff. So let's get down to business. Chock full day, gentlemen. I was just going over this a little bit before we got started. This is going to be crazy. Once we finish recording, 10 o'clock, I've got a discovery meeting with a potential RCM client. I got another one at 11. And they are, so it's kind of like I'm traveling all over the country today, but I never have to leave the office. So I'm going to be in Denver at 10 a.m., not too far from you, Matt. And then I'll be in Minnesota at Big Lake, Minnesota with a potential client on a Zoom meeting at 12:30 CST. And then 2 p.m. I'll be at a law firm here in Sheboygan talking about, but actually doing a network discovery. My business partner Joe is going to go because he's super smart and he knows how to get around the equipment. And I'm just going to sit down and talk with the folks and find out what's going on. But looking forward to a busy day. It's going to be a blur. These kind of days are fun, but what happens is the email inbox grows. Everybody needs something. I come back to my office. There's a million Zoom chats of people that need things and emails that I haven't responded to. So yesterday I was in Appleton, Wisconsin. I talked about that a little bit, meeting with one of our clients, talking about how to kind of strengthen the relationship and, increase their revenues, reduce some of their expenses by working with us in some more capacities, possibly with some VAs and things, and then making things more efficient. So, and then also, Manish, just so you're aware, this client might be interested in doing some digital marketing with stuff with us. They've got somebody that's doing their website right now, and their website's pretty good, and I think their SEO is actually doing pretty good too. But their foot traffic and their actually, the bottom line reason, which is to increase business for doing digital marketing, it's not really showing up on the bottom line with new patients and stuff. So we talked about something.
Adding more clients in digital marketing.
Yeah. So get ready. There might be someone new coming your way. Anyway, big fast day today. What else is up? I have to make a correction. So yesterday, or was it the day before? I think it was yesterday. Yeah. Yesterday I mentioned that we were meeting with the new owners of this building. Technically they don't own it yet. In a few days they will, if the deal closes, which I think it will. So we met with the new owner and his CFO. So it was Jeff and Max. Great meeting, great guys. But I was wrong in my original thought of who this new owner company was going to be. Technically, it's two companies. It used to be one company, but now the big part of the company that does dealerships, they have like 17 dealerships right now. They're the ones buying this and moving their corporate offices here. The other company that broke off that does commercial real estate and residential real estate, they're a company by the same name, but they do just commercial real estate. So I was like, hey, they're buying a bunch of property. What they are technically, but it's a different company. The uncle who used to own it all now just does the commercial real estate stuff. So anyway, just wanted to correct that. So if somebody sees that someday and like, Brian, you were wrong. What are you talking about? Now I fixed it. So there we go. I wanted to get that out there. What else? We haven't talked about our awesome caller, Bob, in a while, Bob Gillespie. He booked another meeting yesterday, guys. He's rocking and rolling. I'm telling you, if you're an MSP sneaking around watching this podcast, I hope you do. There's plenty of business out there. Watch and we can learn from each other. But man, if go to Arsenal's website, arsenalbg.com, see if your territory where you do business is available, because if it is, reach out, talk to those guys, because if you're struggling with lead generation and you want a company that knows how to do cold calling and get you busy with meetings with people in your area, they know what they're doing. So he booked another meeting. This is a good one, I think. Not huge or anything, but that's okay. Like I said, sometimes giant stuff is a blessing and a curse. So this is is it a manufacturing? Yeah, manufacturing company up in Manitowoc, my stomping grounds. And they've got, it looks like 4 users, 4 in the office. They got 3 more out in their manufacturing floor shop. Only 1 location. They don't have any on-premise servers, Manish, so it looks like they're in the cloud. But it looks like they're storing a lot of information on one user's computer. That could be bad juju. They are working with another MSP currently. They're using Microsoft 365 and Sage BusinessWorks. So Sage, they must be doing like their accounting and stuff out of Sage. Again, nothing real big, but that's okay. That means we can possibly put together a deal for them that's super affordable and gives them more than they're getting. Maybe improves. I don't know. Doesn't say anything in here about that they're not happy with their MSP. And the approach that Bob usually takes is, hey, that's cool. You're working with somebody, but is it a bad idea to meet somebody else? And so it's a good foot in the door introduction. I'm okay with that. So good job, Bob. If you're watching and listening, appreciate what you're doing. Keep it going. Let's talk real quick some current event stuff. Well, so Matt, you brought up that people aren't too happy about Southwest Airlines right now. What the heck's Southwest Airlines doing? What are they doing? What's going on?
Yes. Yeah. So the big thing with Southwest was, you get a ticket with them, and no matter the ticket you get 2 free checked bags. And so recently, I believe it was last night, maybe this morning, they took that away. And so now you have to pay extra for checked bags, and people on Twitter are not happy. And so, yeah, just thinking, especially with everything going on with flights and everything, you'd think they'd want to try to get more people to fly, but looks like they were taking that away. And we talked before the show, to your point, probably some margin issues, probably trying to make a little more revenue for them. But yeah, people are not happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've flown Southwest, just because I like to pay a little bit more and get the bigger seats with, that kind of stuff. But I mean, I always liked flying them before because they were always super nice and never had any issues. And I don't know average like plane prices compared to other airlines. If we like take American or Delta or something and compare it to like a regular, coach class flight, is it $100 more? Is it $50 more on American or what? And if they've got to. And now if they've got baggage fees, what are they charging? So I'm on their site right now, southwest.com, optional travel charges. First carry-on bag, $0. Second carry-on bag, personal item, $0. First check bag, $0. So it's still 2 check bags, $0. So they must be changing this policy down the road. I'm on their customer service site right now. So southwest.com/HTML/customer-service-travel fees, blah, blah, blah. But it's still, so it must be something out in advance. Yeah. I wonder if they announced it to see what would happen. That's probably smarter. And if you're getting a lot of backlash, someone's going to make a decision based on that. Maybe they'll move forward with it. Maybe they won't.
Yep.
But I will say, if you want that third bag, it's 150 bones.
Yeah, that ain't cheap for just a bag, That's pretty
right.
That's pretty steep there.
So I think what it is, if I remember right, I usually don't take that much. I usually have 1 checked and 1 carry-on if I'm going to stay like a week or something somewhere. The first, like that check bag is like usually $50 as long as it's under 50 pounds. But I have a feeling a lot of people are taking Southwest. I don't know. I could be way off. I'm just guessing. A lot of people that are taking Southwest where they got multiple check bags as they're going on like long vacations with a lot of kiddos and stuff, right? So, I mean, 2 check bags per ticket is a lot of luggage. I'm just used to business travel where you try to take as little as possible, unless you're just bringing a lot of stuff with you like equipment or something.
Yeah, I'm usually a book bag, and then like you said, for like little business trips, a few days, I'm just my book bag and my little roller suitcase, and I
Right.
can get around with that pretty easily.
Yeah. If I don't have to take a whole checked big bag, then I don't want to. Um, but yeah, interesting. I mean, there another $75 for media equipment, like camera equipment and stuff. Um, Overweight bags, $150 per bag, 51 pounds and over. So, I mean, they're not doing it yet. So it's probably a timing thing, but it's so funny like how fast people react on the internet to things that they don't like. It's funny.
Yep, Twitter. Yeah,
Yeah.
Twitter. They're letting people know what they think for sure, and they're
Yeah, I
not
mean,
happy.
and you wonder how much of it is really even customers, as opposed to just, people that's what they thrive on is getting on and letting people know they're like I bet you I don't know. I bet you 80% of the people commenting on Twitter never take a Southwest flight. Cuz most of the people who do are like they probably don't even know. They're not going to know until they buy their next ticket cuz they got busy lives and they're doing things and they're not paying attention to those little things. And B, when they do find out, they're going to be like, "Oh, that sucks." Well, still got to take my flight. Clickety click 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 go. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever, maybe once or twice, if when I've really had a bad experience, have I like posted something on, and I've never like done a Yelp review. I don't even know that I've done a bad Google review. I've done lots of good ones trying to help people out, but I've definitely gone on like company feedback pages and like detailed out poor experiences and then given my feedback for what would have made it better, but never like all caps out, lots of exclamation points, keyboard screaming at people. I don't know. I don't think it pays. The people who end up reading that stuff are working hard doing their job, and then that just puts them in a bad mood, and it doesn't change anything. Okay, cool. Well, at least Southwest planes are still flying, so that's good. All right. Hey, Manish, you were talking about some stuff you found about some crazy, cool AI stuff um that's hitting the news. So for maybe a lot of our viewers, U.S. side, they probably don't know a whole lot about Alibaba, but Alibaba is kind of like the eastern side of the world's Amazon. Is that right? Is that right? Never ordered
So
anything. Never been
basically,
on
yeah,
Alibaba.
I know about the Alibaba. So I uh, I don't know a lot about the Alibaba, but yeah, probably I know better than this is not like eastern side of Alibaba. So basically, Alibaba is helping the small e-commerce to get the things in bulk. So let's say in India there is a small e-commerce business or any offline store and they
Yeah,
want to order something in a bulk and
like a
in the
thousand
cheapest
pieces or more or
price,
something. Yeah.
1,000 pieces and more something on the cheapest price. So Alibaba gives best deal on the website. Yeah. So that's
Oh.
what I know about the Alibaba.
Okay. Okay. So they've got a new AI model they're using, QWQ32B. So what's that all about? Is that something like doing something crazy as far as, oh, it's logistical. It's helping with logistics? Is that what it's doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm. Learning model setting in industry benchmarks. This is just the notes you gave me, impacting e-commerce logistics. Okay. Well, I mean,
So basically, QWQ3B model is like you can say reinforcement of in learning. This AI basically is setting new industry standards and is expected to revolutionize e-commerce and logistics. So it's making, like, you can say the process very easy for to delivery in the bulk and get the orders because they have a big data now. So Alibaba, Amazon, whatever e-commerce, let's say like Flipkart, any Myntra, so they have a big data, very big data,
yeah.
and their big trouble is to manage their big data and utilize that data to get the valuable insights to deliver and come up with some solutions for their users, for their customers, whatever.
So is this guy
So
gonna like analyze like, okay, where are
correct. This
orders
is
coming
something.
from? Where do we need to keep stock higher at so that when these orders come in, we can get them their things faster, cheaper, that kind of thing?
Exactly, exactly. So this is the AI model QWQ32B is an AI model. They have created an AI model and now they are implementing that AI model with Alibaba, and they want to see like categorization of the data. What let's say like they are selling 10 products and might be in first quarter of year they are getting or bulk orders for XYZ products. And in the last quarter of they are getting up more order for ABC products. So if manually they are going to understand for their marketing purpose or sales purpose which product is doing in a first quarter good, or how many orders we are getting in the first quarter for which products, so that would be big headache in a big data. We can't do it in manual. So this AI will help them to segregate the data, separate the data, give them the insights in quarterly basis, monthly basis on the product, sales of the product, sales revenue, user behavior, everything.
Okay.
So even I am not expert about this AI model. I have done a lot of research about that. Not a lot of research, a small research, and I found that like this is something model that is helping for the logistic and e-commerce to help them things getting better.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that could be really cool. So another thing that we gave me a whole list of stuff, but the thing I think is probably pretty neat that I think a lot of people play with is you mentioned something about free pick in Google's Imagine 3, uh, helping creating kind of image-based AI generation tools and creative for creatives. So is that the one you're talking about where you create an image and you load it in another thing and you animate it, kind of a thing? Is that what that is?
Ye- Yeah. So basically, Free Pick and Google's Imagine 3 is like something you can say the next level AI design. And why it's next level AI design? Because when you give the prompt to these AI, that will give you the picture at least with the 90% or 85% accuracy. And recently, I have used the Free Pick AI, and that quality of the image, what I wanted to extract from Free Pick, I didn't find that, and that didn't work for me.
It didn't work.
But maybe with a partner with the Google, well, now FreePick has a partner with the Google to integrate Imagine 3 into its AI tool. Let's see what better images they can generate for us. So because we very often we use images for our graphic designing, for
Yeah.
our social media post, for our email campaigns, and our biggest struggle to get fresh images on every campaign or in every social media post. So this is something is exciting for me. If this will work, I think yeah, a big problem will be solved.
Yeah, I'm on free pick now. I jumped over there and I just created a quick account and had it generate an image. They look pretty cool. Just like with most image generators, you got to be, I think, it takes some, you create it and you're like, it's not quite what I was looking for. Why does it have 14 fingers? Why is it missing a hand? Sometimes that gets that wrong. But so I've always wondered, because I've seen some really cool animated, AI animated things, and so I was always wondering how that's done. So it's interesting. So you can do that with free pick as well.
I'm
Describe your
not sure
video.
about
Okay.
that. I
I
don't
think
think
it's
free
only
pick
for image.
It's only for image.
image
Like,
creations, right?
yep, like Mid Journey is a good AI tool for the image generation and the video creation, and HeyGen is also a good AI tool for the video generation.
Okay.
But they are some paid tools.
Some
Like
pay.
they
Yeah, I
give you
see here
some
with free pick.
credits.
If I wanted to, I could generate an animated upgrade to generate AI videos. So I could upgrade on free pick and you could generate videos. I just don't know what the quality would be. I'm not going to pay if I don't know how good it. They should let you do a couple to kind of say, oh, this is
Do
good.
they
You
have
know,
any free trial or something like one or two video can we get on a free
no,
trial?
it just says upgrade. It's 37% off right now, and it's probably
Oh my
always
God.
37% off, right? So I don't know what they're charging for it, but you can. It looks like you can. Okay, so you just like anything, take what it want. You can start with an image. You can upload an image, and you can have an image that you end with as a different image. So maybe it goes to that. You do a description. You can add effects. You can change the timing and the aspect ratio of the video, 16:9, 4:3, that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, you got to upgrade to generate. It should give you a little teaser. That would be cool because um, Google VO2 state-of-the-art video generation model. It's almost $6 a month. That's just the essential premium, and then you're still on credits. You get 84,000 AI credits a year.
Okay,
So
that is cool. And what is that 84,000 AI credits? How we can use that? Can we use that for image generation and video
So
creation or
it says credits work like currency. Each AI tool has a different cost. So it's kind of like, quarters in an arcade. This one costs 25 cents. This one costs 50. See the table for details. With the annual plan, you receive all credits at once, and they reset every year. Commercial AI license for professionals, and then if you go up to $12 a month, you get 216,000 AI generation, images, icons, mockups, video, and music. Google VO2, create your own AI styles and consistent characters for on-brand visuals up to 93 styles and 39 characters. Commercial AI license for professionals. All premium stock content free. Flaticon premium subscription. I'm not sure what Flaticon is. You guys probably know what that is. And for $24.50 a month, you get all those things and then a few more things. Magnificent upscaler up to 10K res. High priority to AI video and image generation. 540,000 credits. Early access to new AI tools. So, I mean, $25 a year isn't that much. Sorry, a month. I mean, if that's what you're doing, if you're creating that kind of content, maybe you're creating content you're selling at a premium. But there again, too, I want to know how well it works. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So maybe they're counting on, they're going to charge you at least for that first month. It doesn't sound like you have to pay the whole year at once if you don't want to. But that stuff is cool. I kind of feel bad for artists though. It's good for us because we can get cool stuff fast. But artists could work their whole life to be able to be good enough to create an awesome image, and then AI is doing it in half a second. I guess, right? Authors and writers are like that too.
Yeah, the way I look at it though is like, guys like us and we do the AI and they spit out the generation. That's what we have. But like
Yeah.
artists, they can start with this and then they can edit from there. So it can almost take them to the next level. So I mean,
Right.
if they're
That's true.
willing to work with it, I think that could be a cool opportunity. Kind of like using AI as a tool. AI can't do everything, but if you can utilize it as a tool, the people that have that skill, they can take it to the next level. So I think that'll be cool. I think we'll probably see some cool art and videos and maybe like NFTs coming back potentially too with all this stuff.
Yeah, to protect the images and stuff. Yeah. I don't. It's weird. Like I haven't really tried like actually creating and using images and stuff in probably about a year or so. But the last time I did it, I was like, make a sign that says these words, and then it would make this. I'd say make a sign, with Christmas decorations, and you want it to say these words, and you literally type the word spelled right into the prompt, and it makes the signs. It puts the letters and the words on the sign, and they're completely misspelled. It like gets confused taking the exact things that you wrote out to put it on there. I've never seen an explanation for why that is. Why it couldn't. It can scan the internet and figure out and write you a book and write code and all this stuff, but it can't spell, a simple sentence. I don't know. It's weird on an image. Have you ever seen that?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Specifically the finger ones. Like
Oh
where there's
yeah,
like ten fingers on a hand. I feel
Yeah.
I feel like I've gotten that one all the time.
yeah.
I have
Or
seen that also for the fingers and nose, and sometimes eyebrows is not aligned, eyes are not aligned. One eye is
looking around.
that side, and one is another side. I don't know. Yeah, but that happens, Matt and Bran, in very early stage when they started using the AI image generation. Now these days, I have seen a lot of tool. They're generating very fine images.
Yeah.
Even they can generate your replica, and whatever. If I'll give the script to that replica, that script can read the complete video. I have seen those type of AI tools also.
Have you seen the new? Do you guys have iPhones? Is that what kind of phones you guys have?
Yep, I have iPhone. Yep.
Have you seen the new app from the recent download that goes on your phone called Playground?
I have not seen that. No, I've seen the AI they
No.
use though, and it'll like summarize messages and things like that.
Yeah, so it came with the newest update, and it's called Playground. And basically, you describe an image or add a suggestion from the list, and you can take images from your phone. It mainly does like portrait, messes with portrait stuff. So you pick one from your phone, it pops it in there, and then hey, make this, put this or this on this person, put them on it in a desert with vampire teeth, and you can pick all these things, and it'll create like an animated version of you, like a little Pixar thing. You can't probably see this from here, but I did one of Declan. He hates it, but it looks just like him. If he was in a Pixar show, but it's pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe mine. I think my phone is a 14, so it's not the newest one. So I don't think it has to be the newest one to do it. But yeah, this kind of stuff is just popping up everywhere, and I have a feeling we could be leveraging it a little bit better than we do. But it's just one of those
Even I
things.
have seen some, some very funny type of things. People are claiming that their tool is AI based tool or something like that. Their software is AI based software. And when I started using that software, they integrated ChatGPT into their SaaS software.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
what they
thought,
do.
oh man, this is this is not AI based software or something like that. You have to create your own model. Then it will be called like the AI based software or
Yeah,
something.
most
So
people are just
they
taking one of the major AI models, and they're buying into it with a certain subscription, and then they're integrating it into their tool set. That's what most people are doing with AI. They're
yeah.
training it in a certain way as a certain type of prompt engineer, which can be super helpful. I haven't done that in a while. I should get back to figuring that out and do it in a more meaningful way. I had it write a year's worth of blogs for me in 2023, and it worked out pretty good. Every week, all I would have to do, I'd jump onto ChatGPT, write this week's blog. So it knew like the type of content, the format, and everything that I wanted. I'd pop it in there. I'd read over it. Yep, change a couple things, send it off to the team, and that was when we still had Paramons, Manish. He was doing that. And I was just sending him the
Yeah.
blog. Remember that?
Even most of the time I have been doing the same. I do my own research. I create a rough draft, whatever research, whatever information I get from the internet.
Yep.
Then I give my prompt to the AI and then they start writing them. And when I get the final draft, I do some humanization on that content because most of the content is you can see the ChatGPT content is in the same format.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
whatever the ChatGPT is writing is it's giving you in the same format. So we
Yep.
need to do the humanization on the
I will say
content.
it's before we move on. GPT's gotten better now. When I use it more often, it's like the interface and the UI is improved. It used to
Yeah.
be really kind of tough to copy it. When you copy it and paste it, it'd be all wonky and you'd have to edit it. Now you can just tell it to put it into Word format or put it into this format, and you download it, or you have it write something. Sometimes it'll write you two versions, and it'll be like, which one do you like better? And I'll pick that one, and all of a sudden it'll put it into right on the thing where I can edit it. I don't have to tell it to change this word or change that word. I can just go in there, type it, and change it myself, which is super helpful. So it's cool to see those changes coming along. All right, let's get a daily dose of Doge in today, and let's call it a day. I don't think there's a whole lot of updates on there, but let's see what they got. I'm just pulling it up. As of yesterday, I think we covered that yesterday because we were doing this in the morning. So there's only been one post since the last time we talked about Doge, and it is the weekly credit card update. So pilot program with 16 agencies to audit unused, unneeded credit cards. After 3 weeks, over 200,000 cards have been deactivated. Great progress this past week by at HHS.gov and at Interior. As a reminder, at the start of the audit, there were 4.6 million active credit cards. 4.6 million active credit card accounts, so still more work to do. Wow. Travel cards at a $1 limit or canceled. 171,000 active travel cards with greater than $1 limit. Pre-pause, there were 230,000 of them, and they've got it down to 59,000. So cool. And it doesn't say, I wish it would say how much like money was being spent on them. That'd be crazy. But anyway, nothing too crazy. No, no more so far, people being paid to water the plants kind of a thing. But yeah, that's all we got. I think that's a wrap, guys. I think we're just over 30 minutes. Good show. Thank you for all your input. Manish, thanks for doing a little legwork there and getting some info about some new AI stuff that we could cover. And Matt, hey, let's keep the planes in the air, dude. All right.
We'll try.
All right, everybody.
We'll try.
Let's wrap this thing up, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in to the Daily BLP. Have a good one, everybody.